Good morning, guys. My name is Hriday Sankal. Today we'll discuss the topic of unchecked expectations, checked expectations, and the subject is object-oriented program through Java. Checked versus unchecked expectations, a comparison guide. This presentation explores the nuances of expectations handling. We will focus on Java, but the concepts apply broadly. The goal is to equip developers to choose the right exception type. This enhance robust software development. Understanding expectations. What are expectations? Expectations are events that disrupts normal problem flow. They occurs due to unforeseen issues. Examples like invalid input or resource unavailability. Now the expressions are events that unexpected errors like invalid input and resource unavailability. Expectations handling users try catch finally blocks. This helps gracefully manage errors and boost program robustness. And the key aspects for the understanding expectations are essential for error handling, promotes robust code, graceful error management. Checked expectations, the compiler's watchdog. Compiler enforce and recoverability errors, promotes robustness. The compiler focuses you to handle these exceptions. You must catch them or declare them to be thrown. Recoverable errors represents errors from which the calling code can reasonably recover. Example, IO expressions. Promotes robustness. Ensure that potential issues are addressed explicitly. This leads to more reliable applications. Unexpected expectations runtime surprises. In unchecked expressions, there are runtime issues like runtime focus, programming errors, debugging it. In runtime focus, compilers does not work forced to handle. There are optional but recommended. Programming errors represents programming errors or unrecoverable runtime states. Null point expressions is a prime example. Debugging it. Handling is optional yet useful for debugging and logging purpose. Checked or unchecked key differences. These are five key features for the checked and unchecked expressions. In handling, checked expressions must be handled or declared, and in unchecked expressions, optional handling. And inheritance in checked expressions exceeds expectations, including runtime expressions, and unchecked expressions extends runtime expectations or errors. Recovery. Recoverable errors, programming errors typically unrecoverable in unchecked expressions. Compiler. In checked expressions, enforce handling at compile time, and in unchecked expressions, no compile time enforcement. Benefits of checked expressions. The benefits of checked expressions are three: force handling, improve robustness, and explicit API. Developers must acknowledge and handle potential errors. This promotes code review and improve robustness, reduces unexpected crashes due to explicit error management. Explicit API makes API clearly about possible failures scenarios, use a different variety of different layouts. Benefits of unchecked expectations: reduced clutter, simplified code, centralized handling. In reduced clutter, avoid success try-catch blocks useful for errors hard to recover from. And in simplified code, improves reliability and when handling program errors. Focus on clear, concise code. Centralized handling. Errors propagate up the call stack for centralized handling or logging. Choosing the right expression type. In there are four: recoverable, unrecoverable, avoid overuse, document. Recoverable. Use checked expressions for conditions where the caller can recover. Unrecoverable. Use unchecked for programming errors or unrecoverable situations. This boosts stability. And in avoid overuse. Don't overuse checked expressions to avoid cluttered code. Document. Clearly document expressions handling strategies in your API. Best practice. Choosing the right exception type. Recoverable. Checked expressions for recoverable conditions. Unrecoverable. Unchecked for programming errors. Custom type. Consider custom expressions for specificity. So this is the topic of checked expressions and unchecked expressions. Thank you.